Have you ever received a gift that seemed perfect on the surface, but somehow it just felt off? Maybe it brought a string of bad luck, or just gave you a creepy vibe you couldn't shake. Well, what if I told you that wasn't just your imagination? What if that seemingly thoughtful present was actually a cursed object sent by a witch to wreak havoc on your life? Today, we're diving deep into the world of magical mischief to uncover 5 seemingly innocent gifts that might just be carrying a sinister secret. And to help us on our journey, we'll be drawing some inspiration from the masterful storyteller, C.S. Lewis, whose worlds are filled with enchanted objects and hidden dangers. So lock your doors, light a candle, and let's expose these cursed gifts. First on our list is the antique mirror. You find it in a dusty old shop, or maybe it's a family heirloom passed down through generations. It's ornate, beautiful, and has that vintage charm. You hang it in your hallway, admiring your reflection. But then strange things start to happen. You catch fleeting movements in the glass out of the corner of your eye. At night, you feel like you're being watched. This isn't just any old mirror. It's a witch's portal. Witches have long used mirrors for scrying, a form of divination to see into other places or even other worlds. A cursed mirror can act as a two-way street. While you look at your reflection, the witch is looking right back at you, observing your every move, learning your secrets, and maybe even projecting negative energy into your home. Think of the magic in Narnia, where pools of water could be gateways to different worlds. A cursed mirror works on a similar principle, but instead of leading to a magical land, it brings a malevolent presence right into your living room. It's a gift of vanity that becomes a tool of surveillance. Next up, we have the handmade doll. It's cute, quirky, and made with love, or so you think. A friend gives it to you, saying they crafted it just for you. But this is a classic Trojan horse in the world of witchcraft. These dolls, often resembling what we know as poppets or voodoo dolls, can be vessels for powerful magic. While they can be used for healing and protection, a witch with ill intentions can use them for far darker purposes. The doll might contain a lock of your hair, a piece of your clothing, or even just be infused with a strong connection to your energy. Every pinprick of misfortune you feel, every sudden illness or bout of bad luck, could be linked back to that thoughtful doll sitting on your shelf. It's a constant, physical link to you that the witch can manipulate at will. C.S. Lewis often explored the idea of objects holding a deeper, spiritual significance, and a cursed doll is the perfect, terrifying example of that. It's a personal gift turned into a personal curse. Let's talk about jewelry, specifically a protective amulet or charm. A new acquaintance gives you a beautiful necklace, telling you it will ward off negative energy and bring you good fortune. You wear it gratefully, feeling a sense of security. But here's the twisted part. What if the amulet is actually doing the opposite? A witch can easily enchant a piece of jewelry not to repel negativity, but to attract it. It acts like a magnet for misfortune. Your car breaks down, you lose your wallet, arguments erupt with loved ones all while you're wearing your protective charm. The witch's trick is a cruel one. She makes you believe you're safe while actively drawing trouble to your doorstep. This is a subtle form of gaslighting. You'd never suspect the very thing you believe is protecting you is actually the source of your problems. The irony is as sharp as a shard of glass. In Lewis's tales, objects of power are a common theme, but they often come with a great cost or a hidden catch. This cursed amulet is a prime example of power being twisted for malevolent ends. Number 4 on our list is a more subtle but equally potent cursed gift, a potted plant. A neighbor brings over a lovely fern or a beautiful flowering plant to brighten up your home. It's a gesture of friendship, a symbol of life and growth. But in the hands of a witch, that soil can be mixed with more than just fertilizer. It could contain cursed graveyard dirt, specific herbs meant to cause discord and sickness, or even symbolic items that drain the energy from your home. You notice the plant itself may thrive, looking green and lush, but you and your family start to feel constantly tired, drained, and irritable. The very air in your home feels heavy. A plant is acting like a spiritual parasite, feeding off the positive energy of your space and replacing it with a creeping sense of gloom and stagnation. It's a living curse, growing right under your nose. This reminds me of how even beautiful, natural things in Lewis's worlds could have a darker, more dangerous side, like the deceptive allure of the White Witch's Turkish delight. Finally, we come to our fifth cursed gift, a vintage book of forgotten wisdom. A colleague or friend finds an old, leather-bound book at a flea market and gives it to you, knowing your love for history or folklore. It's filled with strange symbols, old recipes, and what looks like poetry. You're fascinated, spending hours poring over its pages. But this is no ordinary book. It's a witch's spell book, cleverly disguised. And the curse isn't on the book itself, but in the act of reading it. The words are crafted as subtle incantations. As you read them aloud or even silently in your head, you are unknowingly casting spells that invite chaos, confusion, or even summon unwanted entities into your life. The book preys on your curiosity, turning your thirst for knowledge into a tool for your own undoing. You might start having vivid nightmares, experiencing strange coincidences, or feeling a presence that wasn't there before. It's a curse that you activate yourself. C.S. Lewis understood the power of words and stories to shape reality. A cursed book is the ultimate perversion of that power, turning a story into a trap. So what do you do if you suspect you've been given a cursed gift? The first step is to trust your intuition. If an object consistently makes you feel uneasy or seems connected to a string of negative events, it's worth paying attention to. The common advice in folklore is to remove the object from your home. Some traditions suggest burying it, throwing it into running water, or cleansing it with salt, sage, or sunlight. However, dealing with potentially cursed items can be tricky, and it's important to prioritize your well-being. If these feelings of dread or misfortune persist and are impacting your mental health, please consider reaching out to a therapist or a trusted support system. Sometimes, the most powerful magic is the courage to seek help and take control of your own peace of mind. These 5 thoughtful gifts serve as a chilling reminder that intentions are always what they seem. From a scrying mirror to a parasitic plant, a witch's curse can hide in the most unassuming of presents. It's a testament to the idea, so brilliantly explored by writers like C.S. Lewis, that the mundane world around us can be filled with hidden magic, both light and dark. So, the next time you receive a gift that feels a little too perfect, maybe take a second look. You never know what secrets it might be holding. Thanks for joining me on this spooky exploration. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more dives into the mysterious and the unknown. Stay curious and stay safe.